More than 30 years after his time at Top Gun, Chief Pete Nonconformist Mitchell is filling in as a U.S. Naval Force aircraft tester. As BAC Naval Commander Chester Sledge Kane ways to deal with shut down the hypersonic Dark Star scramjet program and divert the assets to Ramble programs, Freethinker flies the model to its speed level-headed, then, at that point, drives further into high hypersonic speed, annihilating it. Kane needs to ground Freethinker for his wildness, however rather sends him to NAS North Island as a Top Gun teacher compelled of dissident's companion and previous opponent, Chief of Naval Operations Tom Iceman Kaczynski, the leader of the U.S. Pacific Armada. Nonconformist is requested to prepare a world-class gathering of F/A-18E/F Super Hornet pilots collected by Bad Habit Chief of Naval Operations Playmate Typhoon Simpson and BAC Naval Commander Solomon Warlock Bates for an earnest mission, to bomb an outside country's unsanctioned uranium improvement plant. The plant sits in a profound despondency toward the finish of a gorge and is safeguarded by surface-to-air rockets and fifth-age Su-57 contenders working from a close-by air base. Freethinker designs an assault with 2 sets of Super Hornets, which will fly through a gulch and obliterate the plant. The pilots at first rebuke dissident, especially Lieutenant Jake Executioner Sarizen and Lieutenant Bradley Chicken Bradshaw, the child of Nonconformist's late closest companion and Rio Scratch Goose Bradshaw. As the pilots train for the mission, grating creates among Executioner and Chicken, who disdains Executioner's arrogant demeanor towards his partners, while Executioner reprimands Chicken's wariness. As the pilots notice dissident, they rethink and blend around him. Dissident additionally reunites with previous sweetheart Penny Benjamin, to whom he uncovers that Chicken's currently dead mother made him vow to hold her child back from flying, and obstructed Chicken's application to the Maritime Institute, slowing down his vocation. Dissident later meets with Iceman, who has throat disease and principally conveys by composing on a PC. Consoling Nonconformist about showing the group, he spends away days after the fact, and dissident alongside the pilots, go to his burial service where a missing man development is noticed. With Iceman dead, Tornado eliminates Nonconformist as mission mentor and sets new boundaries that are safer on approach yet more hazardous on exit. In any case, dissident makes an unapproved trip of the reproduced course with the first boundaries, demonstrating that it very well may be finished. Typhoon is persuaded and hesitantly delegates Nonconformist as strike pioneer. Freethinker picks the mission group and coordinates himself with Phoenix and her WSO Sway, while Chicken is matched with Recompense and his WSO Fanboy. Executioner and the leftover pilots are placed on reserve. The group dispatches from the plane-carrying warship USS Theodore Roosevelt while the directed rocket cruiser USS Leyte Inlet fires Hatchet Voyage rockets to obliterate the air base close to the plant. The group arrives at the plant and obliterates it, however is gone after by surface-to-air rockets and a couple of watching Su-57 criminals. At the point when Chicken runs out of countermeasures, dissident forfeits his stream to safeguard him and discharges. Trusting Freethinker to be killed in real life, the excess airplane returned to the transporter. Against orders, Chicken turns around and saves dissident from a Mi-24 helicopter gunship, however is fired somewhere around another surface-to-air rocket and discharges close by. The two rejoin and head towards the obliterated airbase, where they take a F-14 Tomcat and make a beeline for the transporter. Dissident and Chicken destroy two capturing Su-57s, however a third shows up as they run out of ammo and countermeasures. Executioner shows up from backup to kill the Su-57, and the planes return to applaud the transporter, where Freethinker and Chicken accommodate. Sometime after the mission, Freethinker and Chicken work together on a P-51 Bronco at an overhang close to the test office where Nonconformist was recently positioned. Penny shows up with her girl Amelia, and Nonconformist has a good time with her in the P-51. Chicken strolls to a photograph board and recognizes a photograph of their main goal's prosperity, close by a photograph of his late dad and a more youthful Nonconformist.